Simon's death is one of the most crucial events in Lord of the Flies. Although it can be argued as to whether it's a conscious murder or an accident, the fact that it follows the boys' frenzied chanting at their party on the beach seems to suggest that Golding is showing us the group's descent towards savagery. To fully appreciate the significance of this event, we firstly need to remember why Simon is coming down the beach in the first place. Earlier in Chapter 9 he encountered the pig's head on a stick, the Lord of the Flies itself, and had his fears confirmed that the beast is within the boys themselves, rather than any kind of creature that needs to be hunted. He gets further reassurance of this fact when he sees that the apparent monster at the top of the mountain is a dead parachutist, a sign from the world of the grown-ups, as Golding calls it, of the casualties resulting from war. Despite the Lord of the Flies warning Simon that if he tries to spoil the boys' fun he will suffer, Simon feels the news of the beast not being real must reach the others as soon as possible. In this way, it's a kind of sacrifice, one of the reasons that Simon is often seen as a saintly figure. As well as showing the innate goodness of Simon and his bravery, Golding uses the death scene to show us how violent and brutal the boys have become. When they see Simon scrambling out of the trees, they might genuinely have mistaken him for a beast of some sort, but the crucial point is that they are so intoxicated by the idea of violence at this point, so wound up by chanting and hunting, that they use their spears on Simon without a second thought as to who he really is. Golding describes how the sticks fell and the mouth of the new circle crunched and screamed. The beast was on its knees in the centre, its arms folded over its face. This line shows the reader that the boys are acting as one entity, one giant mouth that consumed Simon's innocent body, just as he was swallowed up by the mouth of the Lord of the Flies at the end of Chapter 8. Golding also takes care to show us how mindless the boys are to what they are doing, by reinforcing just how human Simon is, referring to his knees, arms and face, all within one sentence. At this point in the novel we are told that the clouds opened and let down the rain like a waterfall, almost as if the building heat or temptation towards violence within the boys has now reached some kind of crescendo. After this downpour, the island and the boys cool down. Meanwhile, Simon's body floats out to sea, as if the natural world that he loves so much comes to take him away in return. This scene at the end of Chapter 9 is worth you reading again. Golding describes it in ornate and poetic language, unlike Piggy's death, possibly to represent Simon's sensitive and spiritual character.